What's up, everyone? It's your boy James. We are back. We are taking a look at the Avenger 85 perched on the old Banshee Queen. We're just going to go ahead and take off the head for now and take a little look-see to see how things are looking. As you remember, we lost quite a bit of performance at the end of that ride, on our last ride. Oh, that did not want to come off. So I just kind of want to take a look-see to see what's going on. Hope you all are doing super well. I think, like, honestly, we might have ran the squish a little tight because we had good performance, and then maybe once everything started heating up, we started losing performance. Also, too, I had some comments early on, looking at the beginning, a day after the video was posted, kind of maybe saying, like, the carb might be an issue, and that's plausible. I do think it could be. But I was having pretty good power in my second ride. So my question really kind of comes down to, oh jeez. I really personally, I think what it comes down to is going to be the amount of space we had between the bottom of, man, those are really on there. They're not on there. I put some Loctite on the bolts, so they're just a little sticky. And this one with the camera being right there is just a pain. Okay. But yeah, so sorry guys, I'm all over the place. I'm scatterbrained today. It's really cold in here too, so I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not. Son of a turd. Why is that like that? Why is that like that? That's the question. Apparently, I should have done this part off camera. But here we are. Are we pulling a stud? We might be pulling a stud. Son of a... Are we pulling a stud? No? I don't think we are. I just really did not want to come off. Okay, then. Thought we were pulling a stud bolt there. Alrighty, well, here we are. Let's go ahead and tear it open so everyone can see nice and gingerly. Come on, baby. Playing hard to get right now. Okay. Oh, I lost something. Something went somewhere. Oh, there we go. Got it. Alright, so there's our head. Okay, I mean, honestly, we're still leaking a little bit. What is that from? Uh-oh, something just fell off. Is that part of our gasket? Oh, we got a big gouge in our gasket right there. So we blew this O-ring, it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a little rip right there. That might have had something to do with something. But besides that, everything looks pretty good. So why did we blow that? Anything with this to say anything about that? Would have been right there. No? Interesting. So we probably blew that because we were maybe generating too much compression, is what I'm guessing. We got some burnt oil on the top into the cylinder. Pushing the clutch. I should have took off that plate too. I might do that off camera before we do anything else. This is just a quick view. I don't want to spend too much time doing this, guys. This was just a kind of quick overall view. How are things looking? A little worn, but it's hard to say because that's like also burnt oil on there, so looks pretty good actually. Pretty good. Alrighty, stay tuned. that's kind of all I wanted to see. I think that's why we lost our power right there. Boom, blew that. Don't worry, I have 2 more on standby. I might order a couple more just to be safe. We'll remove that and put a new one in. And as of right now, that's all I'm going to say. And I just don't know what direction I'm going to go quite yet. But I got lots of stuff stirring in my head. So it's just going to be time factors and all that. That's all I got, guys. Stay tuned. Alrighty, everyone, we're back. I'm gonna make this super quick. Replace the O-ring, super easy. The O-ring itself is actually just completely a circle, so it kind of threw me for a loop. But you just kind of wedge it in there and you work it in there and you kind of get in there and squish it into these grooves right here. And I was hoping to maybe show you, where's that little devil at? Where? Was it on the other side? Find it. Oh gosh, no, I can't find it. There it is. You can kind of see where it's split, maybe. So, I don't know, maybe that's kind of a cool little fail-safe of this little head, but I like it. What we're doing next is I removed the base gaskets. One thing to note, quite the little nick in the bottom there, and I couldn't tell you if that was pre or after, so couldn't tell you. Hopefully it was pre, because that means that piece of metal would not be in there, if that makes sense. Anyway, so I think that's why this is all greasy and leaking, and we were maybe leaking just a little bit right there, and it was just leaking into there. So yeah, not a big deal. That gasket got ripped. Again, I don't know if it just made its little nest in there, whatever, what have you. So we're gonna go ahead and replace it with another base gasket. This takes YD100 base gaskets, which is kind of nice. I had a bunch for the Zeta over there, and this one is quite a bit thicker, so that's gonna be interesting, because what I would like to do is I'm gonna take the thicker gasket, put that in the bottom, then I'm gonna take one of the shims from Smolik Performance, put the shim on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a gasket on. I'm not avoiding the gasket maker, I'm not avoiding anything like that. If I do put the gasket maker on there, then that's, you know, boom, that's the way it's gonna be. If I were to take it off to do other stuff, I would have to go the whole route of scraping it off and all that jazz. If I were to take it apart right now, I'm just kind of experimenting. What I'm trying to do is get away from this head gasket and just have the O-ring head gasket, because I think there's a chance that maybe this is what actually cut that. But that's just a guess, and the only reason why I say that is because these gaskets are so thin right here where the hole is. Basically, it's a YD100 head gasket, and it's just been reshaped. So that's, you know, so it's just a little bit clearance. And I think we also probably blew it because I think our squish was probably a little bit more than we could have ran. From what I've been told, we were still in the safe range, but again, maybe just a little bit for too much for everything. One more thing, when we do put these shims on and then the 2 gaskets, we're gonna have a higher head than we've ever had, so I need to take a look at that too, because what I'm aiming for is, and this is a trick that Kevin told me from Kevin's shop, guys, is when that piston drops all the way down to bottom dead center, where's that exhaust opening on that exhaust port? If you can get it to bottom dead center and that sucker is all the way down to the bottom of the exhaust port, you're escaping more exhaust fumes, is I believe the theory behind that. So we're gonna go ahead and see what that looks like. I might just put gasket, shim, look, see where we're at, and then if I do that, then I'll put gasket maker on in between. But if we don't, we might just run the other gasket, is kind of what I'm hoping for, and then we'll have to figure out our squish. So we got a couple variables that we're gonna be jumping around. Stay tuned. Righty guys, we are back. We have the cylinder on. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of use my hand. The clutch is engaged, so I can go ahead and maneuver a little bit more. So that's gonna be top, dead center. We definitely have some more clearance. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Hopefully with that, plus this gap, we can go ahead and have a better seal. We are shooting for 0.08 this time. We're not gonna go any lower than that. Sorry, I just got some particulates in there. I might try to clean that a little bit. So my biggest concern, so I just kind of wanted to see that at first. And then we're going roughly, you know, I'm guessing. Look at all that dwell time right there. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the exhaust. Well, I definitely say that the exhaust clears the crud out of that. Probably have about, oh, I don't know. I have to get up and look. Let me take a look. You know what? We're more at the very bottom of that than I thought we were going to be. Let's get you guys in there, see if you can take a look, see. I'm actually having a hard time seeing it, so let me know your thoughts on that. We're going to go ahead and strap the head on. I already did that in the last video, so if you guys want to figure out how to get your compression, go ahead and check that out. So that's what we're going to do next, guys. Stay tuned. Alrighty everyone, it's your boy James, Grendel's Garage. You know what's up, it's dumping rain, but we're gonna keep going. Take it nice and easy, but let's just see how long I go until I get too soaked. Hopefully the camera doesn't get too drenched, but it should be waterproof, that's what they said. Gas is on, squish is 0.9. Shooting the gap, being aggressive. Don't want to get behind the spray though. But we're going. Oh, we're cruising. Above 33? She'll idle all day. Man, I'm soaked to high heck. Hey! Brother's watching the old boyo, but we're gonna get out of the rain real quick, and maybe I should have put something on a little bit more better than just that. But here we are. So we are still having the same issue. We're hitting that top speed, so we might take the head off and take a little look-see and see what's going on. But yeah, I'm not afraid to ride in a little bit of rain, guys. It's all good. I'm a little soaked, so I'm gonna get all ready for the next bike and change clothes and hit it. Alrighty, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. And I've really been enjoying it, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go and dry it off real quick too. Stay tuned. If we'll just keep going down the rabbit hole and keep having fun, everyone. What's up, everyone? It's your boy James. This is following the day after the crazy rain that I went riding in, and no regrets. Had a lot of fun. It was a quagmire, super short, but I just today, when I was looking over all of the comments from my last video before this one, on the Avenger, and there were some people in there that was just like, hey, maybe it's the carb, hey, maybe it's the carb. And then I remember one of Jerry's chats, someone was like, you know, maybe these carbs are underpowered for what this is. And I don't personally necessarily think that is the case for stock. I think you move beyond stock, then yeah, you're probably going to have to bump it up. But just for stock and putzing around, I think this is a pretty good carb. I put a bunch of time and work. You guys obviously saw that. And then when I went out for that ride, I was just disheartened, just completely banged up. And then I started thinking about the carb, though, with those comments. And I was like, you know what? This carb is pretty small for potentially this whole setup, right? What if just having this, had 2 pieces squished in there, on there was just stonewalling us on the wall, right? So I said, the heck with it. And we took her for a ride. And we hit a new top speed for me. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can replicate that again. I'm excited. Obviously, that was downhill. I'm still breaking it in, guys. So I don't want to blow up this new engine with this expensive head right off the bat. But let's just go ahead and see if we can replicate a little bit more of what I just did. So, alrighty, guys, here we go. Alrighty guys, there you have it. We made up for the last video. All the work paid off. Awesome. For you people that said, hey, maybe there's something wrong with the carburetor, maybe it's underpowered, you guys had something right, 100%. Thank you so much. You were the guys that had my wheels going, had me thinking, and eventually I was like, let's take that off. Maybe it's just running into that wall. If you guys have seen Smolik Performance's YouTube video on this motor, the Avenger 85 with their head, they don't have it stock, the stock run with it on the dyno. But what's interesting about this motor, it seems to hit 2 walls. I think the RPM's like around like maybe 6 to 8 or maybe 3 to something. Anyways, it hits 2 walls, right, in the RPM range. And then, man, I think I just had to get over that whatever 33 miles an hour was for that first wall, and then it just got like a whole other breath of air, and this would go and then kind of hit another wall. But for $150 plus, I think probably $10 shim, because it came in 2-pack, is like 18 for both, and then the Smolik Performance head. This is worth every penny. This is the most fun I've ever had on a motorized bicycle. I'm actually talking too much because I'm having so much fun and I'm so excited. I'm actually kind of thinking that this motor needs to go on a different bike eventually, because it's just gonna be too much. Not for this frame, but for the rims I have on here. This thing was pulling me, man. Not like wheelies, but when I was pedaling, you know, kind of like a little bit of bounce with the rims, and I was like really just gunning it. It was kind of just a little tiny little bit kind of picking up. So I weigh about 200 pounds too, give or take 10 pounds either direction on a given day. Anyways, guys, I've flapped my gums enough. I'm super to the moon right now. Everything's paying off. And you know what? Wow. What a little beast. Alrighty, guys. It's your boy, James, Grindel's Garage. Please like, subscribe, comment. I've been loving the comments, loving the feedback. It's been great, guys. Alrighty, we'll see you soon.